I came across a comment that inspired this video that I'm about to make, and I quote, "Money is not everything, it's the only thing. I would rather die than to be poor." So this is someone who, at least from where he's from, he thought that he was saying something very intellectual or something very satisfying. And if you can remember, earlier in the day, I made a video that I said words shape the very fabric of reality that you get to experience life with. So I think idle talk sometimes puts us into problems that we can't comprehend, and then later on in life we come and blame other people or our circumstances. Money is valuable because we collectively as humans decided that it's going to be the measure of exchange. We've evolved as humanity in different ages. So right now we are just entering the digital age. It's been happening since the millennial began, but then now we've evolved. By the fact that AI is emerging, it means that we are entering a completely new age. So again, today's video is not for everyone, and it's because it's not a colorful topic to talk about, and that's poverty. Poverty and depression and one and the same thing. No one likes to hear about them, but it's safe if everyone was aware about them and how they directly impact us and those around us. Poverty can cause mental instability due to factors like chronic stress, lack of social support, and exposure to basic needs. This creates a vicious loop triggering not only mental health issues but a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset has everything to do with someone identifying with their situations. And we talk about you not being your circumstances. Your circumstances are presented to you by the universe based on your state of being. Poverty has overwhelmingly been recognized as a condition causing significant suffering, deprivation, and hardship. There are generally no inherent benefits of poverty, so to speak. However, some perceivable personal and social advantages may include. Now, I'm just going to talk about the general benefits that may come out of poverty. Directly, there are no benefits to it, but I always say that nothing that exists is 100% bad. Every situation presents you with an opportunity to evolve, and that's the whole point of the human experience. The human experience is based on learning. So when you have an open mind, then you're open to learning. But when you have a fixed mind, then you're closed off. And what that means is you're going to identify with the circumstances that come into your life. They're not your burden to carry. You're just meant to ask the $1,000 question, which is, what is this teaching me? And when you approach life with all sincerity as a student, then you learn more than you lose. The constant challenge of meeting basic needs can foster resilience, creativity, and problem solving skills. This is obvious. When you're striving to just meet the basic needs, then you know how to hunt. When you leave your home knowing that you're going to get one, two, three things, at the end of the day, you find that somehow it just ends up working out for you and you end up getting them. And when you don't yield the results that you expect, it means there was a misstep somewhere, or it means it's just hardening you up for a better harvest. Simply put, strong community and family bonds. Shared hardships can lead to tighter bonds. Communities and families where people rely heavily on each other for support. So no one is an island. You've heard of this saying. And sometimes when you're going through hardship, that's when community comes in, community and family. People who will step up to just support you until you get through the phase that you are at in life, which is poverty. Again, poverty is not just a material shortcoming because life is infinite. But the moment you take it to be finite, then you stop being a learner, and the moment you stop being a learner, you stop evolving. And when you stop evolving, naturally you die. Experiencing the struggle of scarcity can sensitize individuals to the difficulties others face, leading to a greater empathy and humble perspective of life. If you've experienced lack at any point in your life, then you know it's not man-made, it's circumstantial. Everyone at one point in time will have to face lack, will have to experience luck. And when you experience lack, then you understand that people are not lacking out of pure negligence. Not everyone that is lacking is probably lazy. Not everyone that is lacking is not putting in their best foot. And you can only understand this if you've been in a similar situation. A lack of money means one cannot overspend on non-essential needs. Once you meet the basic needs, fundamentally you're going to want to meet your wants. Yeah. And when you get to a point where you are addressing your wants now, we say that you are stable enough and you've shifted from survival to consumerism. Consumerism provides you with the soft landing of having some sort of disposable income that you're able to spend on the things that gives you more comfort. Yeah. Yeah, comfort and peace in life. This would be like a better neighborhood. Then fifth, we have reliance on faith. Some individuals find that the lack of material support strengthens their dependence on the higher power. That is self-explanatory. When you don't have more, when you don't know where your next meal is going to come from, you kind of move through life just winging it. Um, you manage your expectations, and you show up, you doing the best that you can, hoping for the best. A lack of valuable possessions means less stress about security, theft, or maintaining an expensive lifestyle. You know that part of being wealthy means that you have to maintain. There's some sort of maintenance that comes with a lot of material possessions. That's why you hear when you're unable to maintain what you have, they are reclaimed or you end up losing them one way or another. Money can only provide what money can provide, but then life in itself is the whole point of even having money in the first place. So money without life is not valuable. Like there's nothing that you can do with money when you're not alive, simply put. So what money cannot buy include happiness, time, joy, a sense of purpose, or a family. All these are intrinsic human experiences that are non-valuable, that material wealth cannot inherently replace. So time, for instance, unlike money, time is finite and cannot be earned back once it's lost. People often regret not spending time with their family and loved ones, rather than accumulating wealth in itself. So among the things that you're going to regret while you're on your deathbed is the things that you did not do. So if you're constantly in pursuit of material possession or money, which there's nothing wrong with, at the expense of other areas of your life like family and so on and so forth, you are going to realize that your life has been meaningless, and what you are going after was not what you truly um, valued. For instance, people provide support, inspiration, and communities in ways that money cannot. That is self-explanatory. People do what people do, money does what money does. So in as much as we put money in a pedestal, at least in some areas, but it's not like the only thing that is needed to make the world go round. Like it's just one thing, and what it improves is the kind of access that you get to have. When you have money, inherently you have more access to things that improve your life and may even lengthen your life. But without human connection, then you'll realize that it's not worth anything. And I can take you back to the example that I gave. If you're in a desert and you're given a jerrycan of water and a bag of a few thousands of dollars, which one would you pick? You realize that it's going to be water to sustain your life for as long as it can. When you have money and you don't have the people that you are going to spend it with, then it just becomes money. And once you get everything that you want or that you have, then there's nothing more to spend on, and then life becomes boring. So you need people at the end of the day as much as you need money. Money is a tool created by humans, and without life, it holds no value. It can be used to improve the quality of life and even extend it, but it cannot replace the inherent value of human life. So humans solve humans' problems. Money in itself is a human innovation or invention. So the moment collectively as humans will decide that money is no longer the unit of measuring exchange, then something else is going to come up to fill that void. And at that point, you'll realize that at the end of the day, poor bro. At the end of the day, there's no difference between money and this book I'm holding, for instance. In fact, knowledge will serve you more good than um, money ever will. So expand your mind through understanding that um, there are other areas. Okay, let's even give it 50%. It's 50% of reality. What's the other 50%? And what's needed? It's all about balance. It's all about restoration. So yeah, last but not least, community and compassion. A society that prioritizes human well-being and compassion over financial gain is wealthier in a broader sense. So, humanity, everything that you see in reality came from humans and not just one person. It had to take more than one person to invent, to create, to innovate. For instance, I'm using a phone to record this video. If someone was not crazy enough to believe that a smartphone would even exist, then would probably still be writing in books or carving words in stones. So realize that your inherent value is already within you, but it's something that you have to tap into by being yourself. Only when you're yourself, you're going to get access to other people who share similar ideologies, philosophies, and then when you come together, you're going to bring forth something that is going to evolve the human civilization collectively. With that said, I'll definitely see you on the next video.